Hello everyone, my name is Panique Singleton from connectwithpanique.com and welcome to today's YouTube video. Now today I wanted to talk with you all about vendor events. I actually just had one yesterday and it was awesome. It went really well. But yeah, most of you guys that are watching this video are in network marketing, multi-level marketing, direct sales, whatever you want to call it. And so your main objective is to share your business opportunities, share your products with as many people as possible, right? So what better way than a vendor event? There's already tons of people there. Most of the people that are going to walk over to your table are coming over because they are interested. They've seen your sign. Something drew them in. They had some sort of question, or maybe they've heard of the product and they want to know more, but something drew them to your table, right? So it's better than cold calling because the people that are talking to you and that you're talking with, they want to be talked to, right? They want the information. And again, there's so many people there. I mean, the opportunities are endless, right? Cool. So we agree that vendor events are a great way for you to get leads. They're a great way to sell some of your products. But what do you do when you get there? How do you make the most of your event? Most of the time you do have to pay some sort of fee to be a vendor at these events. So how do you maximize, your money? You've paid this fee to get in here. You go into the event. What do you do so that you can get the most out of your event, right? So you can get the most bang for your buck that you've paid to be there. Well, today I have some tips for you. I have five tips that I'm going to share with you to help you maximize your vendor events, okay? Now, I do have notes here on my iPad, so if I look down, I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anything. All right, so my first tip is be visible. Don't have one little small sign back up in the corner and people can't even see what company you're from. I usually use like a 6-foot sign, at least one of those. And then I usually have a runner that kind of goes across the table and hangs down over the front part of the table. So you can see, my company name there. You see it on the 6-foot sign. I usually have products set up on the table. I personally like to use empty boxes and containers for my products because people like to pick things up, look at them, accidentally walk away with them, right? They accidentally on purpose walk away with things. So I do like to use empty containers so that if someone does accidentally take something, it's no big deal, right? They're not walking away with your product. So, along with your signs, have a great display on your product, on your table of your products. And then I always like to wear a t-shirt that represents my company. Now, today I don't have on a company t-shirt. I do have on a beast mode t-shirt because I am in beast mode. I've been working really hard today. But I do typically wear a shirt that has my company logo, or it might have it might be a shirt that features one of our products or something of that nature. So let's recap for being visible. So you want to make sure you have signs. You want to make sure you have products displayed. You want to make sure you have company apparel on. Okay. And then anything else you want to add just to get people's attention and draw them into your booth. You don't want people just walking by because they don't know what you're doing, right? All right, cool. Tip number 2. And guys, if you don't have pen and paper, you might want to grab pen and paper and jot these down just to make sure, you have everything. I guess you could always go back and watch the video, but just a piece of advice. All right, have a drawing, right? Have a drawing or a giveaway. Because when you have a drawing or a giveaway, you have to have a way to contact the winner, right? Which means people are going to have to write down their contact information. They're going to have to write down their name and their phone number so that you can contact them later, right? Or their email address or whatever. So you collect all these names and numbers of people that are interested in this product. And then you have a drawing. So somebody wins a free product. And then you still have tons of leads that you can call back, the people that didn't win the product. You can even call them and say, hey, you didn't win this time. However, I know you are interested. What questions can I answer for you? Or maybe you have a smaller version, like a sample that you offer to them. But you call those people because if they put their name in the drawing to win this product, that's a product that they're interested in, right? Unless you have, you do have some people that go to events and they just put their name in for any and everything in every booth. But for the most part, it's going to be someone that's interested. So a drawing or giveaway is a great way to capture people's information. And I like to use a little notepad that has a place for their name. It has a place for their phone number, their email address, the best time to call them, and which products they're interested in. Because my company sells several products. So I like to know, well, which one were you interested in? And I like to get the best time to call because they're more likely to answer the phone. You know, if it's somebody that says, well, I'm only available after 5, but I call them at noon because I didn't ask, then I'm never going to catch them, right? So those are the things I put on my contact form when I do my drawings and giveaways. Next thing, samples. So tip number 3, sample products at the event, right? So like I have a product, for example, that I can let people sample at the event. One of the products I sell at my company is a detox tea. So we usually make some tea, have small cups, just for people to taste it, you know. You might have something that you can give away. You can kind of hold on a platter or a tray, or just something that they can pick up. I'm not sure what companies you guys are in. I don't know what you guys have, but you might have something that they can sample while they're at the event. If so, make sure you give it to them, especially if it's something where they can see some sort of immediate result, right? Because if they can see an immediate result, they might buy something before they leave your table. Or maybe if it's not immediate, maybe if it's still a result that they will get before they leave the event, they might circle back around and say, hey, you know, that, I don't know, that energy pill you gave me really worked. I'd like to buy a whole bottle. You never know. So if you have something you can give them at the event where they can feel immediate effects, go ahead and give it to them. It will be worth it. Wait, that was number 3, right? Okay, number 4. Number 4 is a sample that they can take home. So maybe you have something that you can give to them to use later. You know, maybe it's not something they can just pick up real quick. Or maybe it is something they could pick up, but you choose to save them for later, right? You choose to say, hey, I have a sample of this product we were just talking about, and I'm actually giving away free samples today in exchange for your name and number, because I like to get feedback, right? So anybody I'm giving a sample to today, I'm asking for your name and number so that I can follow up and see what your thoughts were on the product. And typically people are all over that. They're like, yeah, of course I'll give you my name and number, because they want that sample, right? So you're trading them a sample for their information. And people are totally cool with that, guys. You would be surprised. I had 2 vendor events, one yesterday and one last weekend. And both times people were more than happy to give their name and number in exchange for a sample. Because people like the fact that you're telling them, hey, I want to follow up with you. So they're like, oh yeah, cool. Because, you know, people love to tell you when something doesn't work. So they love to give you their name and number, because they know if they try your product and it doesn't work, they're going to be ready to give you their personal opinion. And if it does work, you know, same thing. They're going to be ready to tell you how great it was and maybe to order some more. So if you're giving them a sample to take with them, trade it for their contact information. That works really well. And number 5, have the ability to accept debit or credit cards at your event. Now, I know you're saying, what? I'm telling you, get Square or PayPal here or something like that. You know, go ahead and, of course, do your research. A lot of banks, you can also get like a merchant services, like a little device that can insert in your phone that you can swipe credit cards. I know I personally use Square. Now, my personal opinion on Square, you know, at first I wasn't down for it, but I did some research, and actually for me, that was the best thing. Now, this is not an advertisement for Square. You definitely want to do your research and, you know, use your own, whatever company you're most comfortable with, but have some sort of way to take credit or debit cards. Why? Because sometimes people come to events and they'll say, oh, I didn't even know there were going to be vendors here. I don't have cash on me. You know, I have $5. You know, I have $10. I just brought some money to grab something to eat for the kids. And so you're missing out on sales if you don't have an ability to take a card. You know, a lot of times people say, yeah, I just brought the $20, but I have my credit card. And if you don't take credit cards, you're going to miss out on a sale. The very first vendor event that I did about, I don't know, maybe about like $300 in credit card sales. So that's $300 I would have missed out on. If I would not have had that, the card swipe. Right? So, and I know I actually did a blog post on this same thing on vendor tips. And if you look at my blog post, I believe I said it was like $180, but I've gone back and looked at my records, and it was actually $300, $368 is what I accepted in credit debit card transactions. So just imagine if I didn't have the ability to take that's $368 I would have missed out on, guys. Just completely missed out on, because I didn't have that ability. So if you don't have something like that in place, you want to look into it. A lot of times they do charge a fee, but of course you can kind of work that into what you're charging for your product or whatever you need to do, but have the ability to take debit or credit cards. I'm telling you, you will be glad that you did. So let's recap really quickly. All right, first tip, be visible, right? You want people to see you. Second tip, have a drawing or a giveaway That way you can capture people's names and numbers. Let people try products at your event, right? Number 3, let people try products at the event that will give immediate results. That way they might come back and buy. Number 4, give them a sample to take home in exchange for their contact information. That works really well. And number 5, have the ability to accept debit or credit cards. That will allow you not to miss out on sales from people that don't carry, for people that don't carry cash. A lot of people don't carry cash, all right? So those are my top 5 tips for doing vendor events. I've done several of them. Like I said, I've done 2 within the last week. They work awesome because there's so many people there for you to talk to. So if you've never done a vendor event in your network marketing company, I challenge you. Next time there's something going on in your area, sign up, sign up, sign up. Okay, and I'm going to be looking forward to hearing about your success from your events. You know, you guys can come back and comment below this video. You can shoot me an email or, comment. I did the blog post, like I said, mirroring the same topic. Comment below the blog post. But I'd really love to hear about the success that you all have with your vendor events, all right? So, Panique Singleton with connectwithpanique.com. I'm signing off. Happy vending, everyone, and I will see you all on the next video. As always, thank you for tuning in. Oh yeah, and don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, if you found any value whatsoever, please share this with other entrepreneurs, other network marketers, really anyone that you think could benefit from this information. And don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. That way you'll get notifications whenever I add new videos. Alright, so thanks again for tuning in. I will see you all on the next video.